Civilization exists by geological consent, subject to change without notice. From earthquakes to mountains, geology shapes and defines our planet. These natural hazards are often associated with our national parks, and I, as a geologist, would like to help in predicting, preventing, and preparing from these affecting citizens' lives. You might be thinking, well, what does she know? She hasn't been around for 4 billion years. While this is true, I do have experience in the field, my classes, my own research in the parks, and my desire to learn as I progress. My main purpose here is to explain why the National Park Service should hire me, because I'm a very passionate geologist and would love to work for them. Specifically, I'm going to talk about the geology of the USA, the mission of the NPS, and why I would be a great addition to the geological team. To be very clear, I'm not here to scare you about the lava flowing in your backyard tomorrow. I just want to talk about the beauty and the natural occurrences here in our parks. For example, the Yellowstone caldera in the Yellowstone National Park is responsible for 3 out of the 6 world's most major volcanic eruptions ever. Did y'all know that? But it is not likely to ever erupt again, at least in our lifetimes, according to volcanologists and their research. And did you know that the rocks in Voyager's National Park are half as old as the planet? We know that through radioactive carbon dating, and scientific processes like these inform us and allow us to make these predictions. Now that I'm done bragging a little bit about my people, let's talk about the NPS and its purpose. As stated on the website, the National Park Services preserves unimpaired the natural and cultural resources and values of the NPS for the enjoyment, education, and inspiration of this and future generations. Climate change, being its biggest enemy, causes glaciers to melt, the length of forest fire seasons to extend, which really affects our oceans, our forests, and our air quality and all of that. Also, the lack of care and responsibility of visitors, such as leaving trash, interfering with native species, taking rocks and fossils, and disregarding nature, forces us to implement policies and increase awareness so that we can prevent any harm from our national parks. The scientists can help in predicting these possible natural hazards and preventing anyone from disrupting the stability of the national parks. After hearing my knowledge of geology and preservations, I will now convince you why I would be a great addition to the team. I am generally knowledgeable geologist and a passionate lover of geology. I would like to help in measuring geological change, monitoring sea level, soil erosion, which is all important in predicting and preventing natural hazards from affecting us. I have a desire that I can inform and work for a solution in certain issues like these. I have lots of experience in teamwork, research opportunities, and field work. I want the future generations and our generation to be more educated so that all of us can together protect our parks. Now that I've made my case, let's wrap it up. My purpose here was to explain why the National Park Service is so important and so cool, and why I would thrive working for them. Hopefully you have learned some new facts from me, appreciate the national parks more, and maybe even consider going to these national parks, and maybe I'll see you there. I hope none of you think I'm full of schist, haha, geology joke, but instead I hope you take the words of this rock nerd wholeheartedly and consider me as a promising candidate for the National Park Service geological team. Thank you.